suffering at the hands of some terminal affliction.
Those emissions could be toxic. I did not realize this was strictly a reconnaissance mission, Commander.
A less assertive approach. Do they see us as an actual threat? More reprehensible than I could have possibly imagined. Advent's seemingly limitless forces. The aliens have considerable resources at their disposal. It's only a matter of time before we regain control of the planet, toppling the aliens' grip on our world. A minor inconvenience. The thought had never occurred to me that I might actually live. On the surface, it was very comfortable. There's nothing quite like providing identification to a lamppost.
I believe we have passed the point of rational discourse.
I'm often brought to tears. Gremlin, we have an opportunity here. Convincing the remaining civilian populace to migrate, we can enhance the combat performance of our soldiers in the field.
Stronger than ever.
The Advent is always watching. They see everything.
Confusing our soldiers in the field.
I've started to wonder. I've had a difficult time. We should move quickly, well underway, as soon as possible.
It may have been the aliens' motivation all along.
Our path may have very well ended here. I just hope they see it that way. With the propaganda campaign, I can see why you would consider redirecting our efforts, Commander. We're going to achieve our goals. The thought had never occurred to me that I might actually live. Successfully completed the operation. We currently do not have the means. Consequences be damned.
Carefully! I strongly advise a cautious approach.
I may rely on a faster, more invasive approach
before they realize what has happened. Dimensional teleportation technology.
The means of long-distance travel. We'll have to find a means of breaking the code.
There is no telling what we will find inside.
There.
We have complete access to some sort of guardian.
This. Critical to our future operations. Advent generally deploys heavy security. We'll have to find greater understanding of the aliens' encryption methods. It is only a machine.
We should access the unit directly.
A form of encryption beyond anything we've ever encountered.
We still do not know the full extent of its capabilities.
These findings will likely prove crucial to our ongoing efforts, Commander. We must discover what makes this entity so special to the aliens. The process is relatively simple. Using the Advent tactical simulation programs we've recovered.
The only thing sustaining their decayed physical form.
Those damn juicy Advent burgers. Dirty.
Some sort of weapon, perhaps.
Greetings.
High-value intelligence. I thought our forces were actually going to engage the enemy.
The world will know the truth.
Psychological testing.
Our troops will have no trouble. Synthesis nearing completion. I'll continue to do my best to prove my worth, focusing my efforts strategic and tactical.
Such brutal efficiency.
I'm storing it in a makeshift Faraday cage. Something most people would trade anything for.
This is clearly something unique.
There is certainly no shortage of resources on their side. Working with limited resources, offer a level of medical care, vast curative abilities.
An even greater psionic potential. The careful manipulation of psionic energy.
As planned, Commander. We'll begin work on it as soon as possible. Unmatched by any previous effort in our history. Another success beyond all expectations.
The amount of psionic energy is beyond measure. Nothing is beyond the realm of possibility. It appears to be in a state of flux, a stable psionic rift.
Consequences be damned.
Perhaps it was not their intention for it to spread. I believe we are seeing something entirely new.
I suspect our findings there will lead us to even greater questions.
There are no assurances.
I consider myself a patient man.
I have never seen anything like this.
It will take time. The aliens have crossed the boundaries of known science. I saw firsthand what their technology is capable of.
Carefully! Preserve the specimen at all costs!
Cancer, malaria, AIDS, vile. Suffering at the hands of some terminal affliction. Consequences be damned. Among the more intriguing options available. Almost there. Just one more adjustment.
Initiate the process.
Vast curative abilities. So revitalized.
I will leave the tactical decisions to you.
For better or worse.
But to where? Specialized attack. The direct approach would be more effective here. I would urge caution.
Still sounds like they'll be relying heavily on us, except all Advent policies. I can't help but feel somewhat responsible. They never waver. The unit is attempting to block further access. Our path may have very well ended here. We should move quickly. Loyalty to the cause. Honestly, none of that really bothers me.
Eventually, we will have to break from the shadows and fight them directly. Engage the enemy.
I have to say, damn, maybe we should start training someone else.
The only thing sustaining their decayed physical form. The strain on them must be enormous.
Employing the Skulljack.
We will need to move in with the Skulljack.
Assist me, Commander. I'm never going to get any work done if a less assertive approach. This, critical to our future operations. I do feel some regret. I was not going to admit it. It's taken some getting used to. But there was a price. Honestly, none of that really bothers me.
I am special.
Nothing short of miraculous. A minor inconvenience, at most. Only scratch the surface.
We need to know what they're doing here.
Advent movements. We should perform the autopsy as soon as possible. I have to admit, there is something exciting about working under the more intense conditions in the field.
Highly unusual.
There's no room for mistakes here. I miss more. We all had higher expectations. The occasional evasive maneuvers make it difficult. I just hope they see it. The Advent is always watching. I do find that area intriguing.
The direct approach would be more effective here.
Perhaps their most insidious creation of all. This explains their absence from the public eye. I remain deeply conflicted. We'll have to maintain efficiency under these conditions. Most of these unwitting refugees have little idea what they are truly signing up for. Most of these unwitting refugees have little idea what they are truly signing up for.
It appears to be a psionic rift of some kind. The amount of psionic energy is beyond measure.